Did you know that there is a supreme spiritual guide truly capable of changing your entire life, often just a thought away? That it is the secret to transformation and inner peace? And what's even more amazing is that it appears in every philosophy, each with a different name, but it's always there. And the best part is, it never fails. It is truly the greatest, most incredibly powerful, and most profoundly effective spiritual master you can readily access right now at this very moment. Stay with me, because in this video I'm going to tell you about it and show you how you can build a strong relationship with it to start reaping the benefits in your life right now. Right here in this video. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Ricardo Maluf, a psychologist for 23 years and an Atma Vishara teacher for 13 years. Atma Vishara is a practice of deep spiritual self-knowledge that brings you into contact with your real self very quickly. It's known as a direct path. And it's among the things that I teach here on this channel. Which is about self-knowledge, spirituality, awakening, and self-realization. If this topic resonates with you, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos in the series. And while you're watching this video, don't forget to comment to join the community. Share what you're feeling, what you thought of the video, and how I can help you. So let's get started. If you look into the greatest philosophies on earth, you'll always find a spiritual guide that appears there. He is always present. And his real purpose is to reconnect you with your truth and with God. In Christianity, for example, his name is the Holy Spirit. In Hinduism, he appears as Paramatman, sometimes also as Shakti, or simply as the inner guru, which is how Ramana Maharshi referred to this guide. And if we look at Spiritism, there's the spiritual mentor, which is also him. There's the spirit of light, which also refers to the Holy Spirit. In Judaism, he appears as HaKodesh, in Buddhism as Dharmakaya, and so on. He is always there. And he is just a thought away from you because, in fact, he is inside you and all around you. We were taught that the world is outside of us. But if you try to delve deeper into spiritual philosophies, and what you discover through deep self-knowledge, when you move toward it, is that you are inside the world that is inside you. So it's not that you are here and the world is outside of you. Your body is inside a world that seems to be outside the body, but in reality, both the world and the body are inside you. You know, to make this clear for you to understand, it's like a dream. At night, when you're sleeping, you're inside your mind. In the dream, the whole world that's happening to you there, the people, they're all inside you, in your dream, inside your mind. And our reality, it's the same thing. It's an expansion of your light, your real self, your mind, everything inside your mind, expanding out into the world. And there is a reality even above this one, which is more real than this one that seems real, which in Advaita Vedanta is called Turiya, the fourth reality. And it's this reality that we want to reach, because it's a reality where all the others are included, and it's where you are well, where you are conscious, with your awareness fully expanded, conscious of everything, in direct contact with this spiritual master. And to get there, you need to go within yourself, finding your real self, your essence, who you truly are, because this is directly connected to God. Ramana Maharshi said that the two main paths were Bhakti Yoga, which is direct devotion to God, and Jnana Yoga, which is spiritual self-knowledge, which is devotion to yourself. You go within and find inside yourself what you truly are. And there you are already directly connected with God. Both paths go straight to God, which is what religions do, or the path of going within yourself and finding your truth. Both lead to the same place, and you arrive at the whole, which is you being one with God and with this spiritual guide as a single being, a single consciousness. Now, reaching a more practical level, for you to be able to talk to this inner guide, all you have to do is talk to him. All you have to do is think about him. All he needs is your willingness to start acting in your life. So all you need to do is start doing the following. You say to him, Holy Spirit, I call him Holy Spirit. I like to call him that. Can you take care of that issue for me? Or Holy Spirit, can you come into this relationship for me and help improve it? Or Holy Spirit, this problem that's stuck, this thing I can't solve, help me solve it. Ask him for everything because he will help you. What exactly does this profound inner guide do? He skillfully takes the challenging situation that was initially created by your ego and then thoughtfully uses it in a remarkably positive and constructive way. your ego would use it in a negative way, would drag you down further, would create more problems, would fuel that bad situation even more so that you get even more stuck in it. But what does the Holy Spirit do? He transforms small details in your actions, in your perception, in the face of that situation, which will make it useful for you and for your spiritual growth. So besides resolving the situation, it also gains a new meaning in your journey and helps you to rise. Only the Holy Spirit has this ability. Just talk to him, for he is truly by your side at all times, always present and ready to listen. When Jesus ascended into heaven, he became almost one with the Holy Spirit, a profound and inseparable union. He is still Jesus, but he got so close to God that he became one with God and with the Holy Spirit. So it's like you're zooming in, you know? If you zoomed all the way out, you would see God, the self, which we call by many names, but in the end, it's God. If you start zooming in, you'll see the Son of God, which is the Spirit of the Son of God. That's you, along with everyone else. You'll see the Holy Spirit and you'll see God. If you zoom in even closer, this Son of God becomes all the souls, all the people. And then these people have their own egos. So you are one and the same with the Son of God. You are the Son of God. He is there, he is you, you are him. It's all one thing. But your ego makes it seem like we're separated from everything and that you're no longer the Son of God. You're just a small person who suffered on this earth, separated from everything. And who restores this perception that you are the child of the all-powerful Father, created and made in his very image. You were created by him by extension. Who solves this? Who restores this perception and this connection with God? The Holy Spirit. You just have to ask him. We often tend to underestimate the true power that a simple request and a genuine willingness to openly receive assistance and help from others can have in our lives. Because he only needs your willingness. He just needs you to want him to help you. You show how you open yourself up to this help by asking. When you genuinely ask, you are expressing at that very precise moment your profound desire to truly help yourself and your complete willingness to openly receive that much needed help. It is your readiness to receive this help that allows him to act in your life. And how do we create this readiness? This willingness? By asking all the time, because that way you stay connected with him all the time, remembering that he exists, remembering that he will help you. And then your trust in him will grow with each request. So try it now. Ask the Holy Spirit right now in this video with me. Say, Holy Spirit, give me a sign that you are here with me. Give me a sign during my day. He will give it to you. I guarantee that he will give it to you. He guarantees it. All you have to do is ask and wait. Go on with your day. Something will happen that will make you certain it was a sign from him. It could be a coincidence or something that doesn't usually happen but catches your attention, or something that's always there but you'll notice it differently. You just have to try it. Another important thing before we finish is to say that your trust in him will grow as he shows you things, as he helps you. So you ask for a sign. Did you get the sign? Wow, it works. Then you go and ask for help. Did you get the help? It works. Your trust keeps growing. Then you ask for more help and it grows even more. More help, it works, and it grows even more. And so on. Until your faith in him becomes unshakable. Nowadays, when I need to solve something, I ask him for things. I say, help me solve this. Things just work themselves out, guys. I get there to solve it, and it's already solved, it seems. You'll notice the same thing when you start asking him for help. All you have to do is ask, guys. Ask him to help you solve your daily problems too. There's no limit to what you can ask for. Why is there no limit? We might even think, oh, but I'm not going to ask him to help me with something here that I think has nothing to do with my spiritual self-knowledge growth. No, you can ask because his ability, his power is to transform everything your ego created into something positive that will help you in your personal and spiritual growth. You can ask him for anything, you know? And I ask him for everything, every day. I ask him for things when I'm about to sleep. When you're going to sleep, talk to him. Ask him for things. When you wake up, ask him for a wonderful day. Talk to him. Thank him when things happen because he's always with you. Look, he and Jesus are like this, right? They're already on the same spiritual level and place, so to speak, right? Metaphorically speaking, because in the spiritual realm there isn't a place, but they're all together there. And you can talk directly to Jesus. It's like you're talking to the Holy Spirit. You can talk to the Holy Spirit. It's as if you were talking to Jesus. And in A Course in Miracles, which is the book I mention all the time, I study it non-stop. It calls the Holy Spirit the voice for God. It's as if it were God speaking directly to you. It's like, yeah, God is on a much higher spiritual plane, but the Holy Spirit truly has the remarkable ability to help us here in the material world in various profound ways that effectively use the material, tangible things that genuinely make perfect sense to your ego, which don't make sense to God. God is pure love. If you take the ego's hatred, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't exist for God, because otherwise God would be conceiving hatred, so it doesn't exist. What exists for God is love. Now, the Holy Spirit, moving between both these two universes, these two ways of thinking, is able to transform all these situations that are surrounded by things the ego has filled your life with, like anger, hatred, fear, and can turn that into love through your perception. And he is able to act through your willingness, which comes from your asking. So ask him. Just ask, guys. Ask for everything. Even in this video, many people might feel a sense of peace when I talk about him. You might be listening to me here and you might have already felt a response from him, like a peace in your heart, a renewed certainty, or an idea that you realize came from him. If you felt that, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you felt and make your request here in the comments too, so that it's already set in stone, so that it becomes real. You make it real. It's really great to make things real in a notebook, to write by hand the requests we want. Now, the main point you need to take from this video is to remember that the Holy Spirit is your mentor, your spiritual guide, who will lead you to your true self and to God. So from now on, in every practice, you call on him first, you talk to him, say, Holy Spirit, help me to investigate my true self, help me with my self-knowledge, help me with my work, help me come into my relationships, come into my home and make things divine. Because that is his role, to transform your earthly ego-driven life into a divine life, to lead you to fulfillment, to bring you into communion with God, into unity. You understand? And so you can call him by any name you want. As I showed you, in every philosophy there are various names. So if you're already on the spiritual path, you may have heard the name or the traditions of spiritual masters, traditions you already identify with, that you like, and you don't want to change the name to Holy Spirit. You can use the name you already use. Why? Because in this spiritual realm, there is no division. Everything is one and the same. Remember the story about the zoom? When you zoom out and see the whole picture, all the masters below the Supreme Master, which I'm calling the Holy Spirit, are already united with the Holy Spirit, because there is no division in the spiritual world. There's no separation. There's no sense of place, like one is here and another is there. No, they're all here together. So Jesus is already together with the Holy Spirit, you see? The master you call upon, it could be any ascended master, it could be any spirit guide. They are also already part of this spiritual egregore, this spiritual being, which is you. It's inside you. Remember how I explained at the beginning of the video that it seems like everything is outside, but it's all inside? This is confirmed when you realize that everything that happens inside you is reflected on the outside. When you're well, everything outside is well too. When you're not well, the outside isn't either. Why? Because it's all inside you. This reality, which is the third level of consciousness, above it is Turiya, and this is the waking state. It's not the most real, it's also mental, and above it is the waking state. So, Ramana Maharshi explained these 4 levels like this. The first is deep sleep, where you have a small amount of consciousness. Your being is pure there, but there is a little consciousness. You are sleeping. Now, if you ask someone, did you sleep well? The person says, I slept deeply, it was wonderful. You have a small awareness of your deep sleep. Then comes sleep with dreams. It's another manifestation of consciousness. In dream sleep, everything is inside you, isn't it? And then when you wake up, you say, that was a dream. Reality is here. Then you forget the dream and stay here in reality in the waking state. When you awaken to Turiya, which would be spiritual ascension, awakening, enlightenment, all those names we've given to this spiritual awakening, to realizing who you truly are, realizing that you are one with God, that is Turiya. Turiya is present in all the other levels. So if you are at the level of Turiya with your consciousness, anyone looking at you from the outside will think you're just here, normal. But actually, you are in an elevated state of consciousness, where everything is happening at the same time. Turiya is present in deep sleep, this state of consciousness called Turiya. It is present in dream sleep, it is present here in the waking state, and it is present in Turiya itself, encompassing all the others. And all of this is one and the same with the Holy Spirit, and one and the same with the Son of God, and one and the same with God. They are all a single being, if you zoom out. So, if you understand this cosmogony of the Spirit, how it works, you can also draw parallels in other philosophies. By realizing this, you understand that when you call upon the Holy Spirit, who is this supreme master guide, you see? No matter what name you give it, it will answer you immediately. This not only became true in my life, but everyone I've taught this to reacts like this. It's true, it works. My God, how did I not know this before? So simple, so accessible, just a thought away, and I never made use of it. If you've never made use of this, now is the time. Say this with me right now, in this moment. Holy Spirit, give me a sign that this is real. He will give you this sign because he's been waiting for your openness to give you this sign. This sign can come in many different ways throughout your day, or it might be a feeling you've already experienced. Are you listening to me? What you're feeling right now might already be the influence of you starting to believe in him, or maybe you already do, right? And you're starting to focus your attention on him again, because when you focus your attention on him, it's like you open the channel and he's able to bring you the help he's been waiting to give you. He can't help you unless you ask, because he can't interfere with your free will. But the moment you ask, he can help you. Try it out and let me know in the comments. So a lot of people ask me, Ricardo, how do I talk to the Holy Spirit? Well, to hear him, the listening happens in your mind. It's not like the way we hear with our physical ears. So you hear him inside your mind. But it takes a bit of practice because we were taught that it's not possible to hear this. So some people hear because they were either born hearing or they learned, but most people can't hear. So we start by hearing him through signs. So you ask him things and you'll receive the answer through signs in your life, through coincidences, through things you read that catch your attention. And over time, you can try to listen to him in the following way. You ask a question and then just wait, like this, in silence, to hear the answer. And then your ego will try to speak over it, you know? Then comes that question, how do I know if it's the ego? How do I know if it's the Holy Spirit? Well, the ego will tell you things that make you feel afraid. The Holy Spirit will tell you things that give you hope and love. And you start to differentiate the nature of what's being said until you can tell the kind of voice that's being echoed inside your mind. Because you won't be listening with your physical ears. Once again, it's a mental listening. It's a different kind of listening that needs to be developed. Now, for those who don't want to develop this and just want help, all you have to do is ask. You ask and he comes and helps you. Just like I showed in this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do it so you don't miss the next video in this series. Turn on the notification bell so you will be notified when it comes out. Share this with other people who might benefit from this help, right? Because honestly, these days, who isn't in need of help like this? And don't forget to click like to help boost this video to more people. See you in the next video. Stay strong and stay at peace. Oh yeah.